All right. So whoever said that you can't have your cake and eat it too is a freaking liar. That's the absolute lie. I know you've heard it before. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have your cake and eat it too, because what does that mean? You have your cake and then you eat it and it's gone. You can have your cake and eat it too. I'm having cake and I'm eating it too. Ah, it's delicious. It's what you call a bundt cake. So you can. Don't let anybody try to tell you and lie to you and tell you you can't have your cake and eat it too. What does that mean, right? It means basically when you eat your cake, then you can't have it because it's gone. Well, I like to think of you can have your cake and eat it too, meaning you can have the best of both worlds. Perfect example. Just because you eat cake and maybe enjoy some cake here and then doesn't mean cake is going to get the best of you, right? People are like, oh no, that's my downfall, Mark. Like, I can't have my cake. I'm like, who eats cake for breakfast? I'm eating cake for breakfast. I spit some out and I'm eating it too. So why is that important on this day? Because it's my birthday and I'm 48. And I was thinking to myself, if I had birthday cake, except maybe eating it the first year, if I have birthday cake 48 years, that's a whole lot of birthday cake, which means I could have my cake, and I did, when I was 47, and when I was 46, and when I was 45. And I'll tell you what, one of my favorite cakes, this one happens to be a pumpkin, like cream cheese. It's like amazing. And it's delicious, like super sweet, delicious. My wife's in there making actually chocolate chip, banana chocolate chip muffins. I'm probably going to have some cake later as well and enjoy it. And here's the deal. They're like, Mark, you're the coach. Well, wait, you're telling me to eat healthy and eat, organic and real food and whole food and stuff. I don't eat cake every day, but I definitely have it on my birthday. And I'll tell you, one of the things I remember growing up, and I don't know if you lived near or you grew up around an ice cream place called 𝐓𝐇𝐄. And we would have bakeries and stuff like that, but there's nothing like a 𝐓𝐇𝐄 cake. I think I just choked on some icing. Maybe that's the evil God saying, Mark, don't tell people you can have your cake and eat it too. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That is a complete lie. But anyway, growing up in New York, up in Long Island, we had what's called a 𝐓𝐇𝐄, and it's an ice cream place. And they made birthday cakes, ice cream birthday cakes. And I'll never forget growing up as a kid, we would get every year ice cream cake. But not only would we get our cake and eat it too, it was ice cream. We got ice cream and cake. And check this out. Now, mind you, I didn't realize it at the time, but that the crunch in the middle was basically like crunched up Oreos. Like the cookie part of the Oreos was like, that's the crunch. So what would we get? Not just crunch in the middle. So we get an ice cream cake that would have cake and ice cream, icing, and like cookies that were crunched up in the middle. Like it was the absolute best of all worlds, whatever, all galaxies. And it was amazing. And not only that, my parents knew I like crunch, so they would get extra crunch. We would ask as kids, we'd be like, can we get extra crunch in our ice cream and our birthday cake? And it was amazing. Like now you get cake and maybe you get some ice cream with it. But back then, back in the day, we would have an ice cream cake. It was awesome. And it was so artificial. And I think I was bouncing off the walls like I'm probably going to here between caffeine and the sugar high. Pumpkin, isn't that kind of a vegetable? So am I eating a vegetable? Am I having vegetable cake right now? But this is truly, I know if you live in this area, you know what I'm eating right now. Oh my goodness, look at that cream cheese. Is that like amazing? That's so good. Probably gonna have some cake later too. So why the heck do you care? Why am I sharing this with you on my birthday? I turned 48 today, totally embracing it. I hear people that wince every time they have a birthday, and just embrace it. Just kind of like head on, just like a birthday. Enjoy your cake and move on, right? Don't have it all the time. But here's the thing. It's not so delicious if you have it all the time. Like, yes, oh no, Mark, it's always delicious when I have cake, right? But here's the thing. It kind of like it doesn't become special anymore. Like a birthday or celebration is to bake something like cake, like whether you like cake or ice cream or whatever it is that does it for you. Maybe it's nothing sweet. Maybe it's something savory that you enjoy. Enjoy it. And the problem is we tend to start to worship it, right? We tend to start like food. And I think that sometimes a relationship with food, or maybe even cake, or maybe even icing or ice cream cake, right? Or what have you, desserts, anything sweet, is we start to obsess and worship over it. And we realize it isn't going to taste any better than it did the last time we did it. It's just to make sure that that's not all the time that you're having. I don't have cake all the time. I'm really enjoying this. I can't remember the last time I've had cake for breakfast, but I am enjoying it right now. And it's something that's what life should be enjoyable. You should be able to. You can have your cake and eat it too. Whoever told you you can't have your cake and eat it too is a complete liar. And I think what happens is too, we get in these extremes. I talk to a lot of people. Obviously, I help a lot of people with weight loss challenges, struggles, problems. They're struggling with their weight, struggling with getting on the right path. And we're so inclined to think that it all has to be restrictive. No. You can't have carbs anymore, and you can't have sugar anymore, and you can't have this, and you can't have that. And what happens when you can't? You want more, right? So like, it's the problem with the world and society and diets. Typically what happens is you get put into this restrictive zone, right? This restrictive area. Kind of like when I was back in school, when I was in the principal's office, I was in a restricted area. I wasn't allowed to. Well, it made me want to be bad even more, because I was like, oh, that's not allowed. So with cake, or with anything that is your, if you will, your thing, like the thing that really gets you, is to just enjoy it, but just don't enjoy it all the time. You want to be on a healthier path, you want to lose weight, you can enjoy some cake, you can enjoy some wine, you can enjoy all the good foods that are out there. We're planning to enjoy some food today, and you know what? We enjoy it because it's not something that's just all the time, an all the time occurrence. So I'm going to be sharing with you the top 40 coming up today. I'm going to post my top 40 hacks, secrets, tips, whatever you want to call it. I think I'll call it secrets, because they are secrets to being fit and healthy over 40. And one of them is you can have your cake and eat it too. Listen, if it's your birthday anytime coming up, or anytime in the past, and you feel guilty, you have your cake and you indulge a little bit, or it's a celebration and you feel guilty after, that's the worst way to go. Enjoy yourself, but don't make every occasion the enjoying occasion. Like, don't make every single food event an experience, so to speak. That's how it becomes an indulgent and overindulgence, and that's what can get you in trouble. So that's all I have today in the Daily Dose. I hope this found you well. You can have your cake. You can. C-A-N, not C-A-N-T. Leave the T off it. You can have your cake and eat it too. And I just appreciate you. For those of you who have already said happy birthday, thank you. That was probably 200 calorie bite, and I love every bit of it. Take care and have a blessed day.